Replicate is about integrating mobility, data and energy production in a smart city context, and we're working on the mobility stream, and that's about finding new ways of delivering flexible, sustainable journeys for people in shared transport that is zero emissions.
Part of what we're doing is increasing people's knowledge about the mobility solutions that are available in their community.
Replicate is all about combining mobility, energy and data. So data is kind of the part that binds all the other elements. With Co-Wheels, we're developing electric vehicle car clubs. So rather than having a petrol engine, we have an electric vehicle, and that means that we can look at how much power is being used for each journey. The car plugs in to an electric vehicle charge point. That then gets fed into our smart city platform, where we can then look at how we could do the charging more efficiently. So in future, we'll be able to reduce charging at peak times. Other things might be when there's lots of wind and the wind turbines are working, that would be a good time to charge because the electricity is greener.
The approach has been to work closely with community groups, engaging with them to understand what transport services would help them support the people they're working with to access events that improve well-being and healthcare. One of the key legacies from this project will be understanding how we can improve people's acceptance of shared mobility services, improve access to shared mobility services so that we can reduce congestion and reduce transport poverty.
My name is Martin Kosiecki. I'm a driver of very first electric taxi in Bristol. Driving in silence makes me calmer, more relaxed, and at the end of the shift less tired, less irritated, and in general more happy.
I work for the University of Bristol, and we've been tasked with monitoring the mobility interventions and designing technology to understand how people are using the vehicles and bicycles that Co-Wheels have been handing out. So what we developed was something that was able to use the electric bike's internal battery. Essentially, we designed something that would connect into the headset, and it's now receiving battery power directly from the bike, so you don't have to charge it up. It collects data, GPS, accelerometers, and it stores it all on board, and then when it gets back to base and the journey's finished, it uploads all the data to a central database.
As part of this scheme, we are placing electric bikes within public sector and community organisations in the project area so that the journeys they make are active and sustainable. We are hoping to influence change in the area by focusing on behaviour change and cultural change, and ensuring that there are champions within those organisations to drive forward real and lasting change.
My name's Sean Casely. I work in Barton Hill Settlement as a receptionist here. So we heard about the bike scheme through Tracy Massey, our manager. These particular bikes here are for staff members to use to get to and from work, also to deliver community things during work hours, and they've been used pretty well so far. Previously, when I was travelling to work, I was taking the bus or the train, and my journey was 40 minutes, and now it's cut down to about 15 minutes. So riding the bike, is a lot more convenient, definitely.
I found out about the bike scheme through a colleague who works in one of our other hubs. She was telling me about how helpful it was. I've been using it for my commute, which is about 6 miles from the city centre. When I arrive at work, I feel really invigorated, really awake and really enthusiastic to get stuck into what I'm doing for the day. And equally, at the end of the day, I'm not dreading the arduous journey home, waiting for 2 or 3 buses. You know, when you get your layers right, the temperature's fantastic. I actually rode a couple of weeks in one of the wettest downpours we've had in a very long time, and it was great. It felt like an adventure. So yeah, riding the e-bike gives me that kind of sense that I'm adventuring.